then Sammy does come out and interrupt him, of course. And just out there saying the same stuff that he's been saying, like, oh, blah, 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 you need to move on. But then he then pulls it out and is like, no, we've been through the same thing. Like, he takes it a step further than just we've been through the same thing because we've had title shots and we've had them taken away. He's like, no, we had a title shot that we were going after for a very long time. We were against Roman or whoever. And with our families there, and we had to lose, and it was embarrassing and it was heartbreaking and blah blah blah, but like I took it as fuel, and that's why I went on to win the main event at WrestleMania, but you've taken it and like dwelled in it and blah blah blah. I'm making my family proud. Are you making your family proud? And I was like, oh boy.
That was a switch.
Oh boy.
That was the switch right there, and that's where you see Drew. And that was the turn.
Mm-hmm.
That one phrase was the heel turn because you made it personal.
Yep.
Drew McIntyre is the last person you want to make anything personal with.
Yeah.
Oh, he's an angry little Scotsman.
That's my Scottish bay, you know.
That is just incredible.
So Drew then is like, oh, okay. Why don't we just have our match right now? And I was like, yeah. So then they get a referee out, and we immediately just get right into Sami Zayn versus Drew. And it was a great match. Banger of an opener match, which I'm so glad that we're getting to a point where that's almost becoming regular. So it was a very physical match, great match, obviously, pretty long one as well. And
got like 1 or 2 commercial breaks.
So in the match, Sammy seems to kind of like tweak his leg, ankle, knee, whatever, which Drew obviously then goes after. He ends up taking advantage of that to basically attack it on purpose to help him win. And then we later see the full-blown heel of Drew McIntyre when he attacks Sammy after the match backstage, that is finally broken up by Adam Pearce security and the producers. And we get a hint that maybe we're going to see more between Jay and Drew, because Jay comes and, tries to check on Sammy, and he says, like, Drew's mine now. Like, I'm going to handle Drew. And I'm like, oh, okay. So we're going to continue this. But I do think that this is the perfect way for them to have Drew go full into this heel turn. Like I said, to start it made sense to go align yourself with the Judgment Day. And especially in a War Games match, that had Cody and Sammy and Jay and Seth and Randy. Like, yeah, okay, like that is
these guys.
Yeah, that's gonna make you hated. And now that you just took Sammy out, which I don't know if he's taken off TV. I don't know. It looked like it, but who knows? People are gonna hate him. So I am here for this. I am loving it. This is the Drew McIntyre that we have needed, and I'm so glad that they're doing it now, because that means that we're gonna have heel McIntyre from Royal Rumble to WrestleMania. And I'm like, yes, yes, yes.
It needed to happen. That's really all it is that there's no more waiting anymore. There's none of this will he or won't he bullshit going on. He's full heel. An attack to Sami Zayn backstage clearly shows that he is going full heel and it doesn't matter who he takes out. And I like that we see an aggressive side of Drew now, because we do need that heel on Raw right now. That's not Judgment Day.
Yeah.
And it gives a potential opponent for Seth that not Mania, Royal Rumble.
We did see I was just going to say Richard come out. No, Drew come out in his black hoodie to attack Jay post-match and to put him through the announcer's desk. And then we were just like, okay, cool. So full-blown Drew McIntyre. And then this was officially
no yeets.
No yeet.
Yeah. There was just no yeet. There was no more yeet. So I think this was like the perfect opportunity for Drew to just like hammer it home that he is a bad guy, because attacking Sammy, that's bad.
One thing.
Possibly taking him out, that's one thing. But then you go after this well-beloved guy, Jey Uso, after he just lost the biggest match of his career outside of the one with Roman, and you attack him and put him through the announcer's desk. Like, perfect. People
So
hate
rude.
him. But then
So
I'm sitting
rude.
there and I'm like, yes, daddy, and everyone else is just like booing.